Now, back in March of 2021, y'all remember this, the DOJ announced that it was investigating Florida Congressman Matt Gaetz over whether he had a sexual relationship with a 17-year-old girl and paid her to travel with him. That's a violation of sex trafficking laws. Well, Gaetz at the time and to this day says none of it was true. Now, the media and even some of his congressional colleagues didn't care. They baselessly smeared him over one of the most vile accusations imaginable.
Matt Gaetz, who is, pretty close at some point to hopefully being indicted for being a pedophile.
It's an indictment of today's GOP, a party that elevates the ignorant, the racist, the fabulous, and the fraud. Matt Gaetz, the credible charges of sex trafficking.
Matt Gaetz is an alleged child sex trafficker who has been under federal criminal investigation. He decided who would be the speaker.
To get a sense of how truly awful those people are, some of those comments even came after investigators recommended against charges last year. Now, today, the final vindication as the DOJ officially decided it will not pursue any charges. Joining me now is Florida Matt Gaetz. Congressman, I know you feel vindicated, but listening to those comments from the people who always rush out and say innocent until proven guilty, that's got to make your blood boil.
Yeah, I got the news today in sort of a surreal fashion. I was interviewing an FBI whistleblower in a transcribed interview when my lawyers got this information from DOJ. And remember, Project Veritas got a CNN director on an undercover video saying that the reason the media was propagandizing my life and telling these lies about me breathlessly over and over is because I'm effective at impacting legislation. And like when CNN criticizes me, you have to think, are they projecting a little bit? Like, wasn't it the CNN president of the company that had to step aside because of sexual allegations? Wasn't it their top-rated show, Cuomo, that had to get canceled because of lies and cover-ups over sexual allegations? And then it was their own legal analyst who had no problem opining as to the lies about me, then has to step aside because he was doing unspeakable things on a Zoom broadcast. So I don't really take my P's and Q's from the mainstream media.
Okay.
For the last 2 years, I've been fighting for my constituents, and the mainstream media largely has been like a refuge for scoundrels and weirdos.
Well, Congressman Gaetz, a lot of people at the time said when these charges were made against you that this was they were picking you off. They targeted Trump with Russian collusion, and then a whole series of conservatives would be similarly targeted, smeared, maligned, until they just gave up. What's your message tonight to effective conservative communicators? Time to pay attention? What's going on?
Well, we all have to watch our back because that's where the target is. But I can tell you that I drew great inspiration from the way President Trump didn't let the process become the punishment. He forged ahead to institute policies regarding our border, regarding our economy. And I also look to the mentorship of my friend Jim Jordan, who also faced totally false allegations and was in a position where he continued to lead on critical Republican efforts. So I know folks don't always agree with my perspective on everything, but I have been working to impact the Congress in a positive way, get us out of foreign wars, focus on the border, and now I serve on the committee focused on the weaponization of this government against our people. And having been through the experiences of my life, I hope I'm able to be an effective member of that panel.
Congressman, we appreciate it. Thank you very much.